episode of The Follow-Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week for the past 3 years, we've been sitting on my bed and having a conversation about something we want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the whole thing with school lunch, eating at school, bringing your own lunch, and that whole shebang.
It's a whole shebang, okay.
It is.
Yeah, so let's start with, when do you eat lunch at school? What time?
We eat lunch. Our lunch period starts at about 11:05.
You eat lunch at 11:05?
Yeah.
That early?
Recess is at 10:40, and you have about a 5-minute cleanup and transition period.
Okay. All right. So
you eat pretty early.
All right. So you go down.
Graders.
So you go down from the 6th floor. You have recess up on the 6th floor on the roof.
At 10:45 to 11.
Okay, and then
you clean up, and it takes you about 10 minutes to get down the stairs.
Okay, so now you're downstairs at 11:10,
Basically.
And lunch ends at what time?
So you have so 11:30, but you have to clean up 5 minutes early. It's more now about 2 minutes early.
Okay, so you have about 18
minutes.
18 minutes for lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that much time.
No. Okay, so if you are bringing lunch, you could just sit down and start eating.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids are at lunch at once?
Just my grade.
Okay, so
that is about 66 kids.
Okay. So then, if you're waiting in line for lunch, what split do you think is waiting in line for lunch versus eats their own lunch?
Well, it depends. If the other class gets there early, they get to get school lunch first. Then...
Are your feet hot?
Yeah, I'm hot.
Taking off your socks?
Yeah. It's hot in here.
I gotta smell that during the podcast?
Oh my god, they don't smell. It's fine.
Okay.
I can't even smell it, so you can't smell it. And...
Okay.
So if the other class goes first, then you have to wait till almost everybody in their class has gotten lunch because they want to make sure the line isn't too long.
Okay.
Because that was a humongous problem last year.
All right. So if you get school lunch, then how long are you usually in line for? Then how long do you have to eat lunch?
Also, it really depends on how many people are getting lunch that day. Maybe also in line, but you're probably waiting maybe 2-3 minutes.
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
Last year, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but I would have to wait in line for 10 minutes.
Right, that's brutal.
Yeah, because both classes would go at once, and the days I would get lunch were the days that were always the popular ones.
All
so
right.
everybody's getting lunch.
Okay, so it should be known that New York City public school lunch is paid for. You don't have to bring money in for lunch. I know that's not everywhere in the country. I know when we were kids, I forget how much it cost, but we had to bring in money for school lunch, and then
It's crazy.
And then if we didn't have the money, or we could borrow it from Mrs. Ross, who was the lunch aide, and then she would write down that we owed, what we owed for lunch, and you bring it in the next day. So, how about before we get, I want to talk about the menu in a second, but what about tables this year versus last year?
So we usually get assigned tables. We still do this year, but this year we get to request people at our lunch tables instead of just being randomly assigned.
So last year, explain the situation.
So I was supposed to sit with 4 people. I only sat with one other boy because the 2 other people that were supposed to sit at my lunch table never showed up to school all year. So it was me and this one boy every day of the year.
And you couldn't, and they did not ever switch tables, nothing.
No. This year we might switch tables.
Which is nice. Yeah, to mix it up a bit. Yeah. Because then, I remember one time last year, he wasn't there at school, and you had to sit there by yourself. You weren't allowed to even join another table, which I always thought was nuts.
Yeah.
All right, so let's read the menu.
Okay.
Let's read the menu for this week.
September 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So, for Monday, It is Sicilian sliced pizza.
Okay, and so Mondays are always pizza.
Yeah.
Fridays are always a vegetarian.
Yes.
But you said the pizza never has sauce on it?
Correct.
Okay.
It's pizza or pizza bagel. You can never rely, especially on the pizza days, for it to be Sicilian sliced pizza or pizza bagel.
Okay.
More like a pizza log.
Okay. What else?
With spinach and a bean salad.
Well, it says Parmigiana spinach. So is that spinach?
I've had it before.
What is it?
Really? It's spinach with a whole bunch of oil on it.
Really? Like Parmesan is
No,
like
I know, it's
cheese
cheese.
and
It had that before. There's no cheese on it. It's like, I guess it's kind of like,
sauteed spinach.
yeah, but it's basically like, it's sauteed spinach that's like cut up.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a mush, kind of.
Huh.
And then it's like they dumped a gallon of oil on it.
Yeah, gross.
It's like oily mush spinach, basically.
Okay. All right, so you're not eating school lunch on Monday.
No.
Okay, Tuesday?
Hamburgers and cheeseburgers with whole wheat bun
Mm-hmm.
and wedge fries.
Okay, you don't like hamburgers. So.
No.
Okay.
Crispy Wednesday is crispy chicken bites with roasted fresh tomatoes, a garlic knot, and then crispy tortillas served with salsa. So on a day like that, where it says crispy tortillas is served with salsa,
Mhm.
I don't know if that's tortilla chips or not, because usually I feel like if it shows up like that, it's usually like this or that.
What do you mean this or that?
Like you could get chicken bites with the fresh tomatoes and the garlic knot, or the tortilla with them.
Oh, interesting. Okay, are you getting lunch Wednesday?
Haven't decided, but probably.
Okay.
I like the chicken. Thursday, Caribbean spice jerk chicken thigh.
Okay.
I don't know how you say that.
Jollof.
Cauliflower.
I don't know what Jollof is. Let me look it up. I'll look it up while we're on here.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
Actually, I think I just saw Jollof cauliflower in. I feel like I saw like a New York Times recipe for it.
Mm.
So it's like it's a West African, looks like a West African cauliflower rice dish. Oh,
cool.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you getting that?
I don't think so.
You used to like the chicken.
But it just
school,
gets
right?
so messy.
Oh. Well, that was when last year
Yeah, but
you didn't
now,
have forks.
yeah, also, but the napkins are really thin. They're like that paper one, but it's not paper.
It's
It's kind of like paper, but like,
almost like
it's honestly,
toilet paper.
no, but like, it's toilet paper. You know, like the really thin toilet paper?
Yeah.
But it's a toilet paper. It's the thin one. You cut it in half.
So
So
that's
it's not
the-
very good.
Yeah, I understand.
It like sticks to your hands. Then on Friday, it's kidney bean.
Rajma, which we
Rajma.
found out is it's like an Indian curry dish, which I think you would like.
Served with naan,
Which you like, yeah.
crispy broccoli. The
Interesting.
other option
Yeah.
is 3 cheese grilled cheese and heart-shaped pretzels.
Okay. Is there also another option at school for? Is there salad? Is
There
there?
usually is a salad bar. So at that salad bar, the stuff can vary from, like a few days ago, it was cabbage and there was some chickpeas.
Okay.
And no lettuce or anything else. But then one day there's tomato. It depends. Like for hamburgers, it's usually tomatoes, pickles, carrots, like that type of
Seems
stuff.
like toppings to me.
It's more like toppings. There's not usually lettuce. Sometimes there's lettuce, and some people just put on lettuce.
Okay. All right.
You can't really make a full salad.
Gotcha.
Also, I don't think you can just get salad.
You have to get this lunch plus that.
Yeah.
Okay. What about to drink? What do they give you?
You can get milk.
Uh-huh.
Or bring your own water, or there's a water fountain.
Okay. And what about? And I know that in the past there's been some issues with when you think it's going to be one thing,
Yes.
and then it's
Like
so
Friday.
you have this menu, but then it's something else.
Yeah, like Friday. We've never had the rajang, whatever it is.
The kidney
I can't
bean
say.
rajma, right?
Rajma. So I can't really count that it's gonna be that.
Oh, okay. So you don't trust that it's going to be that.
Correct.
I understand.
Like some things we never had, and like I think they might be doing some new stuff, but I don't think.
Okay.
But I can't count on it the first time.
Okay. The food that you do eat at school.
Yeah.
You like?
I do like it.
Good. And you feel full afterwards.
Yeah.
And,
what did you used to have at school for food?
we had not anything really like that. When I used to get school lunch, Grandma Sarah made some really good school lunches, like really good lunches. So when I would get school lunch, I remember Todd and I always liking to get there was spaghetti. This is elementary school, spaghetti. But the spaghetti was watery, and then
Ew.
we didn't get it with the sauce, the meat sauce, but we would take the butter that came on the side with the bread and then put that on and then dump a whole bunch of cheese on it. And when you think about it, it wasn't really enough for lunch. That was kind of gross.
And how would you eat it?
Fork.
I know, but so you're just spooning this buttery.
Yeah, with the butter came on like this little pad, and then you take that off and just spread it on. It was pretty gross. And then
Sounds like it.
sometimes I would get chicken patty.
Those are good.
Yeah, sometimes I get chicken
patty.
patty. And then sometimes they would have breakfast for lunch. So you'd have like French toast sticks, I think, and tater tots, I think.
Yum!
Or maybe the tater tots were something else. I know that Todd would remember this if he watches
tater
this.
tots good?
Tater tots were
Oh my
good.
god, I love tater tots.
But I didn't eat school lunch a ton because Grandma Sarah always just had some great, usually a sandwich, and just had great sandwiches. Yeah. So we've always tried to vary what you take for lunch, and you're not eating meat much anymore. So you'll eat some chicken at school, but you're not eating turkey breast anymore.
No.
So sometimes it'll be tofurkey, which is
It's fake turkey.
right.
Delicious.
So you have that.
I really like overnight oats.
And that's easy to make
So
too.
easy to make.
Yeah, so overnight oats, and then you put some fruit on it in the morning. You can't put any nuts on anything, but sometimes sunflower, butter, and jelly.
Yeah, leftovers pasta.
Right. So that's the thing we've been trying to do more this year already in the first week is look at when you're going to be needing lunch from home, and then planning our dinners for the week with, all right, well then this would be a good one to make a little bit extra of so that you can have
because I love
lunch
to
the next
take
day.
leftovers.
And you can bring it in and we heat it up in the morning, and then that thermos keeps it warm. So
Yeah.
last week you had the mushroom bolognese.
Yeah, because
in there.
we don't have a microwave or anything. So there's a really good thermos that you can, and it just keeps it warm.
So you heat it up in the morning, put it in, and what else?
And it feels like you just took it out.
So what were the other things you had this past week?
Let's see.
Something with couscous?
Oats.
Israeli couscous?
Yeah, Israeli couscous with tomato sauce, vegan meatballs, and feta.
Okay.
So kind of like
And then there's
pasta.
always some sort of fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put some fruit
I
inside,
have some of that bolognese.
The mushroom bolognese with
Yeah.
pasta, yeah.
And I
Sometimes.
had school lunch 3 times.
Okay.
Twice.
And then sometimes
Yeah.
Mom will make you a salad.
Yeah, salad. It's just really hard to eat some of these things because you don't have that much time.
So you can't. So lunch used to be for us, such a time to socialize and
We're
talk and everything. But you guys are just scarfing everything down.
And then our teachers are discouraging us from talking because we need to eat. They're like, stop talking, more eating.
Right. But when are you supposed to chat? You can't do it during the.
Recess. We do
Yeah.
get talking breaks. We get 3-minute talking breaks twice a day.
Get everything
Last
out.
one. Can't really get everything out.
Okay, so you're gonna have lunch probably Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
What are the things? Oh, I wanted to look at it. Can you bring it back over? What are the things that you do like at school lunch? Because maybe I'd be interested to see if you want in the comments on Apple Podcasts and the reviews, you can see. Oh, hold on 1 second. On the reviews, you can go and see. You can type in things that you like to make for lunch, or that you like to eat at school. You like the chicken dumplings sometimes.
Chicken dumplings are good.
Pineapple rice medley.
Never
Ginger
heard of
carrots. Okay.
Let's see.
The mozzarella. Oh, we sometimes used to eat the mozzarella sticks, but you said they're gross at school.
Yeah, like cold.
Yeah, right.
What else?
Don't you like the Friday?
Oh wait, I like the Southwest burrito.
Right. A Southwest burrito,
They're
which is a vegetarian thing.
It's like a bean burrito. It's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, I don't see a whole roasted adobo chickpeas.
Never had this.
Oh, I bet. Oh, and it has a Southwest burrito there. So Friday, October 27th, you'll be taking lunch. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, I hope that lunch is it gets a little bit more. Just goes a little bit more enjoyable. But also just goes smoother.
Yeah.
So.
Also, it's always lunch is always a rough time. It always is.
Yeah. All right. Well, I love you.
Love you.